You are a filmmaker, and there's a lot of ways to get started with your career. But one way to start is through film school. But film school is not for everybody. So that's why today I'll be sharing my experience and recommendation to see if film school is right for you. I've gone over this story several times before, but I just first discovered my filmmaking passion when I was a kid. I saw people filming in a restaurant, and that blew my mind. I was fascinated about film ever since I saw people filming in real life. Then in middle school, I lost my filmmaking passion because I was just goofing around that didn't really focus on filmmaking. I should have though, because if I did, I would have been in a whole lot better position, but I was a kid. Eventually in high school, I regained my filmmaking passion through a class that I took called video production. And it's really funny because now that I'm in university, the things that they taught me in that class they're teaching me now in university. It's the same thing. It's fascinating. And so after I graduated from high school and after regaining my passion for filmmaking back, I decided to go to film school, and I really have been lucky in the school that I go to. I go to UNLV, and this university has had a lot of opportunities and a lot of resources to help me. And apparently UNLV has been a school where a lot of well-known filmmakers have gone to, and I really have been blessed with the experiences and the knowledge that I've been given. I mean, the reason why I assume UNLV has had guests and all these opportunities to go to field trips and stuff, I would assume is because it's so close to Los Angeles, and as you know, Los Angeles is the hotspot for filmmaking. But I have developed skills that I would have never been able to develop by myself. I questioned at first if I should get started by myself, if I should just go into the workplace, because a lot of people say that the best way to learn is to actually do it, and that is true. You're not going to really have the opportunity to just do it in the filmmaking space. Because first of all, how are you going to find a team? Sure, you can apply for a job and you might get hired even though you don't have a portfolio, but let's just say that you do get hired. You're probably going to be around people that you don't like, that you're not familiar with, because you're dropped in a situation where it's more of a job rather than a passion. People like to work with their friends, and that is why people who get to know each other during college tend to stick, that friendship stick until their old age, because they like working with each other, they're feeding off of each other. And college is the best place to find those people, because you are pretty much finding people with the same interest. Sure, you could find people like that, people who you vibe with and you want to work with on film events. You could do that, but guess what? Going into film school is also gonna make it so you go to these events. So far, I've gone to the screening for Joyride, and I also went to NAB, which was another film event where they mostly showed filmmaking equipment, but they also shared stuff about storytelling. In these two events, there was a lot of opportunities to meet new people, talk about movies in general, talk about their ideas, and all of this was due to the fact that I went to film school. Yeah, for sure, the biggest benefactor has to be networking. Even though I haven't found a team yet, I do believe that finding people is the best thing about filmmaking. And if you don't like that, then I don't think you'd be a good filmmaker anyway, because in every single process about filmmaking, you're most likely gonna be working with people. If you prefer working by yourself, doing your own thing, that's fine. For the longest time, I thought I was the same way, and I did get results. To be honest, I did get results just working hours on end by myself. But I find it that working with others can be really fun. It can make it so time goes by really fast. Sure, your work does depend on others, and it can be frustrating if somebody messes up and your work is damaged because of it. But that's the thing. We're all human. We fall and we get back up, and we make sure that others get back up with you. So yeah, helping people, meeting people, biggest benefit. Another benefit would be the fact that you get to use equipment. This is something that I just found out recently, but apparently we have an underground storage space where we can borrow equipment. And now that I think about it, this totally makes sense. Something that's required in a university in film school is equipment to actually film. So not having that would be kind of odd. I would recommend, however, going to university if you're someone who struggles to get out of their comfort zone. If you're someone who needs a little bit of a push when it comes to their work, well, not really work, but like meeting people mostly, because the work is the easy part. This semester has been the one where I have not taken, like, I'm taking all film classes. And I've been spending a lot more time in my YouTube than in the actual schoolwork itself, because it really just takes me like 6 hours to finish like for the whole week. It's really easy. I should be spending more time on it because film is my passion after all, and I want to perfect the things that I do. So I will do that, but it will help you do things that you might not want to do. It is possible to do this kind of stuff without film school, like going out and filming, maybe teaching you about screenwriting, like you go on your own computer and start making a script. You could also go online and learn all these things, but being in film school is gonna put you in the situation right away. You're gonna go into class and you're gonna start filming right away. You're gonna go into class and you're gonna start screenwriting right away. It's like accountability, pretty much. It's like, oh, you're gonna do this at a certain time, and we're gonna make sure you do it on time, because or else you fail. It's accountability. A downside that a lot of people talk about is the fact that you have to pay for tuition. I'm lucky enough that for the past 2 years I had a scholarship that would pay for it, but now I don't have that. But I've seen that it's really not as expensive as I thought it was gonna be. This semester, apparently, I'm only paying $5,000, which, if you really think about it, is not that bad. It's actually kind of cheap. Look around for scholarships. Look around if there's like opportunities for you to get massive amounts of money, to save up money. But if you can't get a scholarship or a grant, next best option is to get a loan. And with this, it can be a little bit risky. High risk, high reward, I would say, because like you're getting all this experience from filmmaking, but then once you finish school and you get into work, you're gonna be stuck in the 5 to 9 rat race. And to this, I would say that you could be working hard. You could be, I think you should have like a side thing. I think you should have like your main, like school, your main job, and then something like to the side that will help you draw money. For me, it is YouTube. I haven't gained any money from YouTube so far. Before, I used to have like a whole product and a whole thing that I sold to people, but as I more thought about it, I couldn't afford it. Like I wouldn't have time to deliver properly. And now that I think about it, I was being like a little bit of a sellout. I feel like if I'm gonna do something, I might as well do it properly, and I might as well do something that will help others properly. And I don't just want to sell for the sake of selling. You know, I want to improve people. I want to make people happy. I want to entertain people too through my films. So in order to do that, I have to focus on the main thing, which is make YouTube videos and making films. I don't need to get into business or any of that. Sure, maybe I will in the future once I have time, or like once the channel grows and channel can help me save more time when it comes to other aspects of my life. But as of right now, my main focus should be creating content, creating films for school. But my point that I was gonna try to get at is pretty much, while you're in school, have like a side thing that like can guarantee you massive amounts of money. Like have something that will give you like extra work, pretty much like extra work, pretty much. Have like a plan on how you're gonna pay things. And if, you know, maybe who knows, maybe you're okay with paying tuition for long periods of time. And then lastly, I feel like one of the most important things about film school is the fact that it gives you experiences. I did not value, and probably you don't either, but I did not value experiences as much. I thought they were mostly for fun and they weren't really good. Like I wasn't gonna get anything out of it. But experiences are what make you as a person. For example, I go into class and I see other people's work, and I also see my work being reviewed, being shown, and I see the passion on the teacher's face and the criticism that they give to the students. I mean, the feedback that they give to the students, and I just feel like motivated, and because they want us to do better. They want us to succeed. They want us to be better than them, and I can tell that they're really passionate about it. They care a lot, and that motivates me. That motivates me to work harder, make better films, step out of my comfort zone. Also, seeing like the work from other students, it makes me want to do the same. Seeing like celebrities up on stage, screening their film, seeing how they want to show their work, their passion to us, and just imagining myself on the same stage, being able to do the same, being able to excitedly show my work, motivates me even more. These opportunities and experiences you're not gonna get by yourself. yourself. You can't just work every day over and over and over and eventually expect to get a new result. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting things to change. Things might stay the same for a long time, and you are the one who has the power to change your life right now. Either be by changing your influence, either be by going to like a film screening. You have the power to do things that will build you as a character every day. It's up to you if you want to just face it. And most people don't face it because it's scary. It's scary to go out of the norm. It is scary to maybe get rejected. But if you want to grow, if you want to be the best version of yourself, you have to live your life like there's no tomorrow.